Hi everyone. Hi Laura. Hi Jasmine. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Everyone can hear me? Just say yes
Yeah,
so that we can move
I
on.
can hear you.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
So I just come up with a one by one. So first one is Deepthi. Hi. Can you hear me? Deepthi, can you hear me? Laura, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay, so can you tell me something about your educational background? I mean, do you have any experience or not?
Sure, so I graduated from Drexel University quite recently, and I did an analysis position, but it was economic analysis. So I have the one part down, I suppose.
Okay. So, do you have any knowledge in business analysis?
Oh, yes, I've taken classes in regards to that, but I'm willing to learn more about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you want to elaborate more about it? Okay. Yeah, fine. Thank you. Hi, Jasmine. Hello.
Yes, hi. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, hi,
My,
Jasmine. So, yeah,
yeah,
tell
my
me.
name is Jaswinder. I go by name Charan. What do you want to know?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to know something about, your educational background and, do you have any experience in?
Okay, my educational background, I have done engineering in information technology, but
Okay.
I don't have experience.
Okay, you don't have experience, just fresher. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Jasmine. Uh, Hi, Paul. Can you hear me? Hi, Rupa. Hi, Suman.
Hi.
Hi. Rupa, can you tell me something about your educational background and do you have any
Uh,
knowledge in business analyst or not?
I'm actually from Nirvana. I was just.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, fine. I understand. Okay. Yeah. Suman, are you there?
Yeah, same for me. This is Suman.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
from Nirvana Enterprises.
yeah. How are you doing, Suman?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. How about
Yeah,
you?
yeah. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Nice to hear from you.
yeah. Thank you. Just checking if all the people. Hi, Adiji. Adiji, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hello. Good evening.
Yeah, yeah. I can hear you. So can you tell me something about your educational background, and do you have any experience in business analyst or not? Do you have
Uh, my educational background, my underground is in economics, so I did a lot of
okay,
analyzing
uh-huh,
situations there. And right
okay,
now, I'm working on a master's in data analytics.
okay, fine.
I'm more of a
Yeah.
big data.
So you want to know more about the business analyst, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. So, hi everyone. I'm Srikanth. I have very good experience in business analyst and around 5 years of experience and working with online trainings as well. Okay, so I'm going to start my session shortly, and I think one girl, you just wait for a few minutes. Anyway, we're just going to start the session. Okay, so today we have a demo about business analyst. Okay, these are the different topics which we are going to discuss in our class every day after this demo. I just want to brief you today about all the topics in this class. So these are the different topics we are going to discuss. Introduction to business analyst, where we will discuss about the role of business analyst, skills of business analyst, why a business analyst, structure of the development team, position of the development team, where exactly the business analyst going to work in a particular team or a particular team. Or particular 2 teams or 3 teams he can handle differently. And SDLC, we are going to discuss very clearly about the SDLC. These are the different uh, steps which we can see in the SDLC. Apart from that, these are the these are also different steps which we can see in SDLC: business model, requirement gathering, analysis, design, implementation, testing, deployment. These are the most important things which we need to learn. Requirement gathering. So who has arrived shortly? I'm just explaining that the course content. What are the topics we are going to discuss in our class every day? Requirement gathering strategy. These are the different requirement gathering strategies: one-on-one interviews, group interviews, facilitated sessions, joint application development, questionnaires, prototyping, use cases, following people around, request proposals, brainstorming. These are the different requirement gathering strategies or techniques. So these are the most important techniques which, as a business analyst, you should understand much about it. And these are the software engineering methodologies. Most of you maybe have an idea about it. Most of them, some of them, some of you don't have any idea about all these methodologies. Waterfall, software prototyping, incremental, iterative and incremental, V models, spiral models, Scrum, clean room software engineering. These are the around 20 methodologies or processes we have in our course content. We are going to discuss all the methodologies which already exist in the market. Okay, apart from that, this waterfall, incremental build model, and agile methodology, RUP. These are the most important methodologies which we are going to discuss in our classes. RUP, agile, incremental, and waterfall. They are the most important methodologies. Apart from that, all are the important methodologies. I'm sure about it. These are the 4 different methodologies every day we can see in the market. Okay, most of the interviewers or companies will ask you to have good knowledge in this particular engineering methodologies. These engineering methodologies are based on the system development life cycle. These are the basic models, basic steps we can define a project, and from this we can do a project from this methodologies. Apart from this, we are going to discuss about the UML methodology. UML methodologies include use cases, class diagrams, structure diagrams. There are the different types of diagrams we can see in the UML methodology. We are going to discuss about it. Use case diagrams are the most important for business analysts. Those are different diagrams. There we will see the characters and use case and relationship. There are three diagrams we can see in the use case diagrams. These are the most important thing for the business analyst. So we are going to discuss a very clear way for this business analyst. Software testing. So I will give you a very clear information. So business analyst is all about, he need to prepare a documentation. The same documents he is going to send it to the client through project manager for approvals. Once the client approved our documents, as a business analyst you prepare documents, we are going to send it to the development team to write a code, and testing team to write test scripts and test cases. These are the two topics are very important for the testing engineer, to prepare test scenarios and test cases based on the documents which you prepared. As a business analyst, I'm sure you have to prepare different documents which we are going to discuss now itself. Okay? And so when we are in the classes, everyday classes, I will take the examples of US healthcare, sales, social network, and finance. These are the four topics we are going to discuss when we are in the class. And these are the different documents. As a business analyst, this is your goal. After you have a good knowledge in this particular points, business, what is business analyst, what is system development, what is requirement gathering, what is software engineering, what is UML, what is use case, what is software testing, what is this, different industries. Finally, you have to prepare these many documents. So this is your goal. After this course, or if you join any company as a business analyst, this is your goal. I'm going to give you a very clear picture about all these things. I will teach you about SQL, a simple SQL queries, what is select, what is create, what is insert, what is update, what is delete. This may be helpful for you as a business analyst. Sometimes, not every time. And we have a revision as well. And as well as we have a project as well, finally. And so, can anyone tell me what is the request for proposal? This is the first document we are going to discuss now. And these are the documents we are going to discuss now based upon the different strategies we follow from tomorrow onwards. Okay, so can anyone tell me what is request for proposal? Anyone? No issue.
It is a solicitation often made through a bidding process by an agency.
Exactly. I assume that. So this is a simple diagram about this. So there is a client in US. Okay, so this project manager, this team leader, this team leader, this team leader, this business analyst, BDM. These are the one company employees. Assume that. Just assume that. Okay. So client in US going to send a document including what it includes. Request for proposal. A description about his project, maybe 10 points, 30 points, 50 points, or 100 points, based on the knowledge about his idea. The client have a very good idea, he can write 100 points. client have just an idea, he can write 10 or 15 points. So he will include those points in the request for proposal, and along with that some conditions, terms and conditions he will add to the particular document, and he is going to send to the one or many companies. Just assume that my company in India got the request for proposal from this client. Okay, so the first business development manager will receive the document, and he will send it to the particular project manager. This project manager along with the business analyst will analyze this particular requirement, and they will finalize how many functionalities, how many types of functionalities they have. If they didn't understand the requirement, they will ask questions to the client in US, and they will get a very clear information about the particular client, and they will finalize the functionalities. The project have 100 functionalities or 200 functionalities or 50 functionalities. So this business analyst will elaborate the functionalities from the particular requirement which we got from the client in US, and they will define the time, they will define the cost as well. So based upon the situation, you will involve in the cost, you will involve in the time. So your role is preparing the documentation, your role is preparing the functionalities, how many functionalities you can see in the particular document which is sent by the client in US. Okay, so that is what a request for proposal. Request for proposal can send it to the different people, different companies in India or China, Australia, Singapore, wherever the companies is on. Okay, so based upon the situation, so client will get the proposal, whatever the documents business analyst prepare, the functionalities and the cost and the time estimation, whatever the document he will prepare, we will call it as a proposal. We are going to send it to the client through project manager and business developer. These people will care about the proposal. So business development manager will add portfolio to that particular document which is prepared by you. Okay, so did you understand what is the request for proposal and proposal now? Proposal is sent by the client. Assume that the client from US, the company in India. So proposal is submitted by the company in India. Okay. Statement of work. Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of statement of work? Statement of work is a document which is the request proposal is signed by the client, and proposal is signed by the company who has sent a proposal to the particular request for proposal. And the statement of work, both the parties will sign to move together. So client approved our project. Client request for proposal is signed by the client, proposal is signed by the company. So these are the two different documents which we can see. So based upon these two documents, the statement of work will come into the picture. Statement of work is signed by the both client and company. Okay, and the kickoff meeting, both the side, company and client have signed on the document. They will go for the first meeting where they will define the different strategies they follow. So project management plan particularly. So project management plan will come into the picture in a kickoff meeting. So project management plan includes how to move forward. So how many employees we need to recruit for this particular project? What is the external issues will come into the picture? What are the internal issues will come into the picture? So what is the terms and conditions to deliver all this project? We can also include the different functionalities in this. We can also include the processes, what are the methodologies we use. So these are the different methodologies we have. So in the project management plan, suppose if you use waterfall model, so you need to understand a business model first, what is the business model? Can anyone guess what is the meaning of business model? So business model is the process of defining the type of business. Type of business in the sense it is a healthcare product or project, or it is a sales project, or it is a social network project, or it is a finance project. So you need to define. When you are preparing project management plan, you need to define one of the methodology to move forward. Assume that it is a SDLC methodology. These are the steps the company is taking to move forward to pull a project for the client. Just assume that. Okay, so the first point is understanding the business model. How you will understand the business model? Client send a healthcare. So he's a doctor. He have a hospitals. Assume that, and he sent he needed a system requirement. So he need to develop a system to the employees. So he come up with a requirement. He come up with he told in his document that he have 10 employees. He need a system for 10 employees. 10 employees related to hospital management. Few people related to hospital management. Few people. One is related to human resource. One is related to finance. One is related to discharge. Okay, these are the 3 people. Apart from the 3 people, remaining 7 people related to hospital management. How this system going to? Basically, it is a healthcare system. So we need to define that. So business model, we will call it as healthcare system. Once the healthcare system, we define that this is a hospital management and it is related to healthcare system. Then we get into the requirement gathering. So requirement gathering where you need to what these. So client told that they have 10 employees. So what their roles and responsibilities. So you have to gather the different departments. They have different departments as well. So as a business analyst, you have to gather the requirement from the different sources from the hospital. Analysis. What analysis is all about? When you gather the requirement, you gather the internal requirement and external requirement as well. External requirement is all about the competitors' projects or products. Okay, so you need to analyze the competitors' products and projects to get into this particular project. So you need to research on the particular internal requirement and external requirement as well. So analysis will take care about all these things. So design. Once you finish the requirement gathering and analysis, next part is the design. Architectures are mostly business analysts also can involve in this particular design of the particular system. Okay. Once the design is completed, implementation is the next part where you prepare, as a business analyst, you prepare different types of documents, and your document is going to send it to the implementation team and testing team through project manager. You need to send it through project manager. So all the projects are handled by the project managers, sometimes team leaders. So you need to send it. So you need to confirm that the project manager is watching what you are doing or not. So you don't have your own choices when you prepare documents to send it to the particular development team. So you need to send it to the testing team along with the development team as well. So final deployment. This is the process we follow to execute any of the project. It is a healthcare project or social network project or finance project or sales project. Okay, this is the process we need to follow. So this is the basic concept of project management process and how step-by-step process will be helpful to develop a project. This SDLC will tell you all these things. Apart from the SDLC, these are the software engineering methods we use to develop a project. Okay, a project or product. Suppose assume that we have taken waterfall methodology. So you all knows about it. What is the meaning of waterfall? Can anyone know what is the waterfall model? Can anyone know? Yeah, I can understand. So waterfall Waterfall model is a methodology. It is just like a SDLC. If you see this diagram, so just assume that the first step is the business model, and the second step is the requirement gathering, third step is the analysis, fourth step is the design, fifth step is the implementation, sixth step is the testing, and seventh step is the design. These are the steps we have in waterfall methodology. Waterfall means water is just falling from down from the up. Okay, so water always will fall. Okay, so what happened is when you are in the business model, when you are understanding the business model, you understand that it is a healthcare system. So once you prepare some documentation about the healthcare system and you get into the requirement gathering. So when you are in the requirement gathering, you need to gather the different requirements from the different sources from in the hospital. Okay, after you gather so much of information from the internal sources and the external sources, you need to analyze it. You need to analyze the project. So when you are in the analysis, if you want to go with the requirement gathering, so now you are in the waterfall methodology and particularly in analysis. So when you are in the analysis, you have a question for the requirement. So you have a question for the client based on the requirement. It will not happen. This waterfall model will not allow you to go back and ask questions to the client about requirement. Did you all understand? This is waterfall model or waterfall methodology we are discussing about. So water is just falling, that's it. So you need to move forward from top to bottom, that's it. You cannot go back from analysis to requirement gathering when you choose waterfall methodology in project management documents. So we have to prepare different documents. Here, project management plan is very important. This is the first document as a business analyst you may involve in this, where you will analyze, where you will keep all the terms and conditions which we are following. So we have a project from the client and we have chosen waterfall methodology or model, and this is the procedure for that. So business requirement. So you gather the business model, you gather the business requirement, you are now analyzing it. When you are in the analysis, you cannot go back to the requirement gathering because of this is a waterfall model. So water will not move from down to up. Okay, will not move down to up. This is the very simple example for the waterfall methodology. So you need to come down always. So you gather the business model, you gather the requirements, you analyzed it as a business analyst. Sometimes you may design, sometimes an architect will design, and implementation and testing and deployment. That's it. So you cannot go back from implementation to analysis or requirement as well. So just moving down. That's it. Okay. It all tells about waterfall methodology. So suppose if you take agile methodology, we have agile software development methodology as well. So in an agile software methodology or development, what will happen is, so when you are in the analysis or when you are in the development or when you are, design, when you are in the implementation or testing or deployments, you can go back to the requirement from here, from the testing to requirement, from implementation to requirement, from development to analysis, design to analysis, design to requirement. You can move forward, you can move backward, you can drag anywhere. So that is the concept of agile methodology. Agile methodology, what will happen is you need to interact with the client. Client need to interact with all the developers. So suppose assume that there is a team of 10 members, 7 or 6 are the developers, and 2 are the business analysts. 1 is a project manager, 1 is a team leader. Just assume that these are the 10 people which we have in a project. So client need to interact with the 10 members every day. Okay, there there is a acceptance. So if you choose agile methodology, there is a process. Okay, the rules and regulations of agile methodology include client can interact with any other person every day. So there is a particular timing for the meetings every day. So based on the meetings, other days, so business analysts need to do some changes to the documents and send it to the development team and testing team. Sometimes everyone can involve in the particular meeting so that everyone will understand what they have to do every day. So based on that, the projects will move on. So why waterfall model is important, and why this agile methodology, agile software development methodology are important. Why this is important, why this is important. Why these are the two different things are most important in the industry. So that we need to know about it. So waterfall model is all about the cost. So if you are in the design, you need to come back to the requirement gathering if you have a question. So already we have given commitment to the client that we are going to finish this particular application in 1 month. Okay. So when client has given a clear requirement to us, I mean, client will not speak to us in this particular area, in this particular analysis, design, implementation, testing, and deployment. He will not talk much about all the what's going on here, what changes, is there any requirement from me. He will not speak anything to us. Suppose if you choose agile methodology, client will speak to us every day on requirement gathering, on analysis, on design, on implementation, on testing, and deployment. Client will speak every day about all these things. What will happen is finally, so client have a chance to change the requirement if he chooses the agile methodology. So that is the only important thing. If he chooses the waterfall model, he is unable to change the requirement. If he is in a design, or if he is in implementation, or if he is in testing. So the most important thing behind this is the cost. If we choose waterfall methodology, cost is very, very less. So because our client is involving only in one stage, after that there is no disturbance from the client to the development team. They can move forward. They can develop this particular project in 1 month. As client mentioned, he needed it in 1 month. At the same time, if you choose agile methodology, so the first 1 week of time, so requirement gathering is over, and the second 1 week when we are at the analysis, client come up with the changes. Okay, client come up with the 2 different changes or 3 different changes. So what happened is, I mean, already we gathered the requirements. Still, we need to spend so much time on the requirement gathering. So our time to finish the requirement gathering for the particular project in agile methodology is 1 week. So suppose 5 days or 40 hours, 44 hours. So and client have changed 3 requirements in the next week. Okay, so that will take another 1 day or 2 days. Okay, another 10 hours to finish the particular task. So client need to pay extra money for extra features here he is going to add. So that is all about the agile methodology. So where waterfall methodology is cost effective, I mean, within a less cost, company is going to deliver on time the projects. Coming to the agile methodology, it depends upon the client changes. Depends upon the client changes, the cost will be increased, the time will be increased. That is the most important thing. That is the most important difference between agile methodology and waterfall methodology. These are the most important methodologies which we have in our course content we are going to discuss. Apart from that, there is an incremental build model, software prototyping, iterative and incremental development, V model, spiral model, Scrum, and clean room software, rapid application development, dynamic system development. These are some of the methodologies. Some are processes under Agile software development. We are going to discuss all these things in a very clear way in our course. Okay, every day. And the next document is, we just discussed about the project management plan. Project management plan, how it come up with the different methodology to execute the project, the different. So we are going to discuss about it in a very clear way in our class. Sure about it. So the next document is business requirement specification. Business requirement specification is all about. So you need to gather you are going to gather the different information from the external sources and internal sources. Internal sources is all about the employees. So if you want to build a system for the a hospital, you need to talk with the different managers and different departments. After that, you need to put all these things in the business requirement specifications. So once you prepare the business requirement specification, so you need to finalize the different functionalities we have. So what are the functionalities? Suppose assume that we have a social network. Okay, so we have a social network in this. So what are the most common functionalities in social network? Okay, can anyone tell me what are the most common functionalities in social network? Anyone speak out? What are the most important functionalities of social network? So we have a like functionality, we have a comment functionality, we have a share functionality, we have these are the most important features. Each and every social network must have like, comment, and share. So you need to elaborate. If we have 100 functionalities in our application, whatever the social network, whatever the healthcare system, whatever the sales, or whatever the finance system. So if we have 100 functionalities or 50 functionalities, we need to elaborate like this. We have a share functionality, we have a comment functionality, we have a like functionality. So these are the three functionalities which are the common in every social network. We have also image functionality, we have video functionality. So these are the most common functionalities which we can see in the social networks. So you need to put all the functionalities here, whatever the 10 functionalities, 100 functionalities, 50 functionalities, we need to just check it out and we need to keep in this particular document. Okay, software. So we need to discuss about the wireframes here. Wireframes is all about, I'm going to discuss with you. So I'm going to draw a simple diagram. I just want to tell you something about how the wireframes look like. So wireframes is most important thing for the business analyst. What business analyst has to do with this thing is, so if you draw some diagrams in the document, that will be helpful to the development team or testing team to understand the process of the particular project or product. Okay, so there are different tools. There are MS Word we can use to draw diagrams, MS Visio we can use to draw diagrams, and there are different online tools, hundreds of online tools available to draw diagrams. Okay, to draw diagrams. So I'm just using this MS Word to draw some diagrams. Just check it out how I'm drawing all these things. So I'm just drawing a mobile application screen of login. Okay. So this is the first. After that, I had just taken this symbol, okay, and after that I had taken this symbol. After that I had taken this one. So you need to give a graphical representation to the developer and tester. So it is a very easy task as a business analyst to draw this type of diagrams. So what this diagram shows you is, just a mobile. Okay, it is just a mobile. So when you click on the app icon, you will see the first page is login. You will see the first page is login. So you need to enter your ID. So once you enter your ID, so you need to enter password, and so once you enter ID and password, you need to click on this button. You need to click on this sign in button. So those are the basic functionality for each and every screen which you see in your mobile. So the next point is forget password. And the next screen is sign up. These are the few functionalities which we can see when you are using any of the application every day. So all of you have a very good idea about all these things. You use all this mobile applications every day. So this is the basic functionalities. So I am representing you in a graphical way. So this is what a business analyst can do. There is a possibility to do all these things. So don't worry about how to draw all these diagrams. It is a very easy task to draw. So within one class, even now you can understand how I drawn these diagrams. Even you can draw all these diagrams with a simple basic idea of how to draw diagrams. So you need to explain about the ID. What is ID? ID is all about numericals sometimes alphabets, sometimes a combination of alphabets and numericals. Okay, special characters you will not see most of the times. IDs you will not see the special symbols. So we have special symbols as well. You cannot see all the special symbols in the ID most of the time. Sometimes only you can see all these things. Okay, so you can see the full stop in Gmail, Yahoo. In Yahoo you see underscore. So nowadays most of the applications are not using the special characters as a IDs. So password. So password you can see all numericals, alphabets and special characters as well. And there's a combination of special characters, numericals and alphabets, and maybe also only alphabets, maybe also only numericals. Based upon the client requirement, we need to define the ID and password. So some clients, they need only numericals as an ID and passwords for their different projects. Okay, some clients, they just want alphabets only as their ID and as password. So based upon the client requirement, you have to write down here what is password contains, what is ID contains. So you need to elaborate all the information related to the ID and password. So what happens when you click on the sign in? When you click on the sign in button, this is the button, sign in button. When you click on this sign in button, what will happen? So it will take you to another screen where you will see your home page of the particular application. So home page have a different functionality we can see. So once you click on the sign in, it will take you to home screen. So you need to elaborate like that. So forgot password. Forgot password is all about, if you click on the particular button, forgot password, it will take you to another screen where you will see where you can change your password. You can give a new password. You can give a 2 times new password again and new password. And sometimes what will happen is when you click on the forgot password, it will send you a mobile application will send you a email to your email ID which is registered in sign up, and you can click on the link which is available in the mail you see. So you can change the password there itself. And sometimes what will happen is when you click on the forgot password and you enter your email ID, so it will directly give you the password which you already have, okay, with this particular mobile application. This is the one criteria. There are different criteria. So we need to go as a business analyst. We need to move forward based upon the client requirement. That is the most important thing. As a business analyst, you can understand. So without client requirement, you cannot move forward. Sometimes, not every time. Sometimes some clients to innovate from your side. Okay, sometimes client have their choices, and you need to make all the documents based upon the client requirements. So the finally sign up. Sign up is all about the filling different fields. Okay, username, name, last name, username, password, re-enter password, date of birth, email ID, phone number. These are the different fields we can see in the sign up. And when you click on the sign up after filling all the forms, so it will take you to the home screen as well. So that is the criteria. You need to explain about, you need to draw a diagram, and you need to put all the features in the diagram, and you need to explain all these things, okay, in the diagram. So we can also draw diagrams based upon the web technologies as well. So this is a full page where you will see here you will see the logo of company. These are the different buttons we can see. This is the first page of any web application. All times we see. You can see images are flowing down here in this particular place. You can also see some information. So we will call when you are drawing this type of diagrams, logo, homepage, products, services, contact us, okay, and some images flowing down from this to that way, and some information about latest things which is happening in your company. So, and we have a login here to get into the particular home page. Okay, so we have a sign out here after once you log in. So this is the simple diagram which I have drawn for a different. So we have a mobile application as well as we have web application as well. I'm going to teach you all these things in our course content very clear. What are the different technologies we can choose for that. So now we are at wireframes. Once you draw the wireframe, so the next, so we will call it as UID as well, user interface design. It's wireframes. Okay, so after this wireframes, it will come into the picture, user interface design and software requirement specification. So the user interface design, and the description about the user interface design, we will call it as software requirement specification. Exact software, exact project, how it looks like, we need to show in this particular document. Okay. So once you prepare all these documents, the next thing is you need to signing off. There is a document saying that you have finished your documentation and you are going from this project to another project. Okay. Just make sure that all the requirements you have gathered, you just kept into all the documents, and you have forwarded all the documents to the development team and testing team. They are very clear about all your documents. Then they will release you from the project. Sometimes you need to come back and you need to work on the changes, or you need to work on the phase 1 or phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, maybe depends upon the situation. You need to work on different phases as well. So signing off is most important for this particular. So if it is the 1 month project, you need to finish in 1 week, and you need to make sure that you are signing off from the particular project. So high level designs and low level designs. This is the different types of designs where you will see this type of diagrams. We'll call it as a low level design according to our business analyst. Okay. So high level design is all about the real diagrams which we see. So the images, the colored images which we can see in the real time, so we will call it as high level design. Requirement traceability matrix is a different type of document where you need to track all those things, where you are in the particular project and how it's going on. You need to track all these things. Okay, so maybe sometimes as a business analyst, you maybe sit on the different projects, not only one project, maybe 2 or 3 projects at a time. It depends upon the experience you have, and depends upon the clients, depends upon the project, and a small project or big projects. You maybe sit on the different projects. Okay, so you need to track all those things by using this requirement traceability matrix. And then coding and testing is the different topics which they will take care by the implementation team and testing team. Deployment and change and request. Change and request will happen anytime. Okay, so when if it is a waterfall methodology, definitely after 1 month. So if there is a deadline for 1 month to finish a project or phase 1 with the waterfall methodology, after 1 month, okay, so the client come up with a change and request document. Okay, so as a business analyst, you need to prepare. So the client come up with 2 different features. You need to prepare a change and request document, including those particular 2 features or 3 features which client want to change the project. Okay, this is the most important document, this change and request. So these are the different documents. This is our course content which we are going to discuss in our class. Okay, so we almost discussed about all the documents, and the SQL we are going to discuss in the class. So there is nothing more to discuss. That's it. So that is the demo for today. So do you have any questions? You can come up now. Aditi, did you have any questions? Deepti?
No, I don't have any questions.
Okay. Deepti, do you have any questions? Laura, do you have any questions?
No, I do not have any questions.
Okay. Jasmine, do you have? Sorry. Jasmine, do you have any?
I don't have any questions.
Okay.
No, I don't have any questions. So
Yeah,
I just want to know how much time will it take for this training? Like, is it like?
Yeah, I mean, the organizer is going to discuss with you all these things. Okay.
No,
They will
but they
give you.
haven't discussed till now.
Sorry.
They haven't discussed till now. So I asked them, and they said you will come to know in the training.
Okay, okay, fine. So, what is your question? Can you come up again?
Yeah, how will this training work?
Okay, I understand. So,
I don't know the details.
Works in the sense, so timings or any other?
Timing, duration, and all that stuff. I just come to know about the course content. Other than though, I don't know anything.
Yeah, yeah, I understand. Okay, so the timing is all about the same time, maybe. Okay, so 5 to 6 in India, and maybe your time is different. Okay, so the same time, maybe after 1 hour. So maybe we'll start within an hour. Okay, no issue.
It will
That.
be every day
Yeah,
1 hour, and the duration like 1 week or 2
Can I
weeks.
interrupt you, Jasmine, for a second?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, the timing for the training session would be arranged around your best schedule. So we are going to work on it so that you have your own schedule reflected in the training schedule. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like we will ensure that we can work on your schedule rather than like we will it's very much flexible. So you
I
give
can
us your time
understand.
that you are free on these days on the weekdays and on on this time on the weekends, and we will arrange training schedules based on your best timing. So
Okay.
that way you don't worry about the timing of the online training.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm talking about like it will be 1 week, 2 week. How this stuff goes.
Yeah, 25 days.
25 days.
Yeah, 25 hours. Yeah.
Oh,
Every,
okay.
okay, so I'm going to give you a very clear picture about what business analyst is. So actually, what I'm trying to say in our class is, this is the most important document we are preparing, right? So with these documents, you can work anywhere as a business analyst. Maybe uh, if you are a fresher, okay, so if you have this type of documentation skills, you may think as you are 3 years or 4 years experience business analyst. I'm sure about it. So that's that much, knowledge I'm going to give it to you in our class. So that is the reason it will take you so much time. Definitely. So based upon the situation, so every day I'm taking 1 hour. Okay, so if you take 2 hours, it may be less time. Okay, 2 weeks.
So
That's it.
we have an option to take 1 hour or 2 hours.
Sorry.
Do we have an option to take 1 hour a day or 2 hours a day?
Definitely we can take up no issue. Okay,
Okay.
according to that we can plan, how to move forward. We have clear documentation about what we are going to discuss today or tomorrow, day after tomorrow. So we have like that. Okay, no issue with that.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you,
Yes.
Yashwin. Paul, do you have any questions?
No questions, Srikant.
We just
Thank
mentioned.
you for the
Yeah.
excellent demonstration that you took. It was
Yeah.
really concise and comprehensive, and gave a
Yeah.
very good idea about what a business analyst role is in the IT industry.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
You're welcome.